in this historic franchise. Home Whites take the diamond, led by number 27. Those are the numbers. We'll get into the advanced metrics. Certainly, Manny Grandal, who's only just had one at-bats against him.
Improved the outfield defense. Dexter Fowler does so.
Anderson down the line. Hey, by the way, ball player. When he made his way out of high school.
Chase like he did when he first came up. No, fastball by him. He's looking breaking ball. It's a pretty good move. Stayed on top of that pitch, sank down below
your fastball, but you don't have to throw it for strikes. There wasn't a decade-long career of success. Rolls that one on the ground to the right side. Looked like he pulled the string. 2 outs.
That's that soft
deli slices in the middle of it, but the bread is incredible because which year's first and last have been incredible. Rolls that one to the right side. Finds right field with a base hit. So a fastball in, buried in. He just pulled his hand.
Versus fastball. He had 44 hits on fastballs.
Was moved in the Chris Sale deal in 20 and a slugging percentage of .385. Fastball gets the outside corner.
Boy, if you're going to get that call throughout, if you're Dylan Bundy, this is Giolito.
A lot of room in right center field. Runner on the move. Split finger change right over the top of it. Angels getting ready to swing for 5 years. David Fletcher, the second baseman. Huge frame there too, Mark.
Yeah, he's got a good power.
David Fletcher did what he does in spring as he takes a pitch that's a high strike.
So against Giolito, upper part of the strike zone, that's where Fletch hits.
Swings right over the top of a changeup. Aggressively got him out of his
see the grip he has. There was that little bit of a circle change in the back of his hand.
Out, he struck out 9. How about this number? If you're just joining into the party for the Angels, welcome, first of all. But I'll have Mark explain to you how he did this.
Up here.
That's exactly what it was. And my goodness, that big frame at 6'6", spun off. One of the game's great players historically. Takes the first pitch right down the middle, strike 1. It's 1 of 4. Lucas has walked him a couple of times. They kept it up there. They kept it up there, too. A lot of times it's a drop down feed, too. Bottom of the first. Got him with a changeup. That one had the look of a split-fingered fastball. Lucas Giolito. My goodness, your change more, too.
And the most important thing is work at it. And what does Dylan Bundy do? At home, he's digging ditches, doing a lot of construction with his father.
And he sells that pitch. Well, both pitchers right now.
Because obviously his head drops as he's coming home.
It's on you. Even if it's just a little bit more quickly, it gets on you more quickly.
Yeah, it reminds me of Pedro Martinez. Not a big guy, but same thing. And
got him. Down he goes again. That is
same arm angle.
Rocket shot left field, has Upton on the move. He'll cut it off. Robert hustling on around in a second. Jay up, fires to Fletch with the tag.
Phenomenal to start the season last year. This time he turned, it's going to be hit hard, and that was.
Can't say. But also, it's all about looking inside and taking balls up.
About the man at second who's on his way to third right now. Stassi fires it. Mark, all spring long, the White Sox.
Reason why you do this, especially when you get a great lead like that, you feel that you could be taking away potentially a breakable ball in the dirt now with the man at third as compared to second. Tony La Russa has them running.
That one skips away. How big is that stolen base?
That's why, like so many people in this game now, that's what happens. Balls in the dirt, well in front of the plate. Not a whole bases up there in Oakland. Ricky Henderson.
Roll to the right side. Aggressive on the base pads. A hustle. You shocked me with the blink 182 as Anthony Rendon pops one foul into the seat. Batting average, but he again got on base. Bouncing ball. Play it on a backhand. The second baseman, Nick Madrigal, is there to make the play. More than 300 career home runs, 307 as he starts, waves at a slider. There's a good one now.
Got a slider instead, a very good one by Giolito. The OPS, you're talking a jump of over 6 balls.
Swings right over the top of that changeup, and that has been, again, a strong spring. 15 hits, 5 doubles, and a homer. Cool moment that was before the game. Fastball, 0-1 the count.
I remember when out there, ran into him a number of times before the game.
Pujols high fly ball, very shallow right. Adam Eaton comes on in. Amongst a trio of White Sox, puts it away. Going old around the game together. I'm much older than you, but before we get to the business of the biz, celebrate this day in this position.
It's exciting. I approached his agency and Fletch is an easy guy to talk to, and the Ballinger group, Jeff Boris, Steve Rapp organization, and just being here listening to the fans in the first couple innings, in the ballpark, and the red, and it's overwhelming.
Ishak being added kind of late in spring.
High on the priority list. Took a little longer than we would have liked. Let's play. But at the end of the day, we were able to add 2 veterans at the moment. So, and James Hoyt, who's at the alt site, who had a really
staff in general. What a play by Rendon.
Absolutely, defense is so important, and a game plan. We want to help our pitchers any way we can. So, he's been very instrumental locally with this club.
In the center field, speaking of Mike Trout, he is on the move. Over his shoulder, he runs it down. That guy's pretty good.
Anytime, guys.
General manager, California, Jose Iglesias to lead things off. And that breaking ball again has become an ally to Giolito.
Really going after the hitters.
1.5. How's that? On the ground, Anderson ranges behind the bag. Underhanded flip in time for the out.
Very, very good shortstop to go along with an outstanding offensive.
And a nice little spring, 6 hits, a couple of walks, catching all the new members of the team. Didn't mean to, but he fouls it off. That's good at bat, but it's called strike 3. Wow.
That's called Yasmani Grandal, who.
But that baseball was on at 95 by Gio.
Just about straight up. Dexter Fowler fouls it back. Jose, we saw
kind of losing track of the baseball in certain planes and just think.
You almost think that changeup started right at the hip of Dexter Fowler, ended up over the inside corner. Have quiet ballparks. Gooby, I wasn't around it last year. You were. Almost eerie, I'm guessing.
Around during batting practice and when the game started. Usually you are as far as swinging the bat. You don't want tense muscles.
Frozen with a breaking ball that darts over the outside.
Harder curveball upper part of the strike zone. Hard slider got him to chase it, just barely. So he gets on top and late break. Couldn't pull the trigger. Was that
first pitch curveball for a strike? Just
going to be a fastball? I mean, do I have to gear up a little bit more so?
Long run for Upton, still charging that. A Texas leaguer, and Yohan Moncada will take it. That's a double. Moncada with an exit velocity about 46 miles an hour.
Just inside the chalk. Now one
strikeouts in that inning.
That's a strike.
Couple of runners on after he lost him with ball 4. Knockout swinging back in the second inning. Fastball, top of the strike zone, strike 1.
He looked like he might have been sitting on something off speed. Anticipating maybe an off speed pitch, so he's got to be ready to make a play and right.
That one's rolled to the right side. Pujols says, I've got it. To the bag he goes, and the second out of the inning. And as the story goes, as the runners move to second and third, was 92 miles an hour when he was in high school. They had and built a diamond that he could work out on.
No way, Darren. First pitch.
He did, and it was a good breaking ball. Dexter Fowler trickles over toward that line. Gooby was on it, folks. The good news is for Angels fans, so is that man. We're back to the top here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a changeup, that has been the key for Giolito. Yak into the race for him, but that changeup has been a difference maker.
Changeup.
Up. A changeup popped up. Up against the screen, running out of.
Tracking that one down right towards the netting. Good hustle on the changeup, but it's going to be separated by 10 miles per hour.
Slider, Fletcher, fly ball right. That's an easy chance out there as it's put away by Adam Eaton.
Via the base on balls. Or don't trust changeup upstairs.
Fastball in on the hands of Ohtani. Moncada in front of that third base dugout, onto the dirt. Puts it away for the. Mike Trout takes a high slider for strike 1. Like far away like me, he has everyone's attention.
Phenomenal numbers. Grand slam.
He sold him on a fastball away. There is your first base runner.
First at bat, it went to a 3-2 count before he struck him out.
28.4. Sometimes nice perspective how Mike takes off. As I said, walks a bunch.
Giolito first time out of important anybody in this lineup for the Angels because he's going to have it.
This one lined into center field. Upton down for a base hit. Trout hustling on around to the plate. We're tied.
Real good base running by the game. Back-to-back walks and now a single by Jaya. Continue what he did in spring here and comes through with a pretty good
RBI that you surrender.
And it's a 2-out walk.
High fly ball well struck into the gap in left center field. Robert on the track hauls it in.